So it's official. We have heard from Brian Friedman today that according to, I was waiting for the official statement from TMZ today, and it looks like we definitely got the official statement that they are proceeding with discovery in the Lively case, and they are confident that they will be able to prove there is no harassment or any smear campaign as Blake alleges. And the court's decision on the motion to dismiss has no effect whatsoever on the truth. We are confident that we will prevail against these factually baseless accusations. But they are not amending their complaint. The deadline passed last night at midnight, East Coast time, on June 23rd, and they did not amend. And this was a surprise to the, Justin Baldoni supporters. Here in LA, it was 9 p.m. It came and went. I'm just going to be honest, I have not been into this case as much just because I was kind of dabbling in Karen Reed a lot in the last few weeks. I think because the judge dismissed the meat of the case a few weeks ago, there just wasn't that much else to go on. And in my opinion, I think what was left on this case, the juice probably wasn't worth the squeeze. But he does say that they're looking at different legal options. I'm not a lawyer. Today on my show, Daily Dose of Donna, we had a panel of amazing people. Myself, Zach Peter, Elsie Elsrich. She's here. She's a creator all over. Lauren from the Court of Random Opinion also is a creator that talks about Baldoni, and Omar, he's a lawyer. So we had a big kind of panel of people talking about this, and we definitely spoke all about this, the options. And really the options for him were either to amend or to appeal. And my guess, from what I heard today and what we've talked about, is that Brian Friedman is most likely going to do something else here. What? I don't know. The deposition is probably going to be on July 9th with Blake Lively. That is when it's scheduled for. That's what we heard from her attorneys today. There's going to be a deposition on July 9th and July 17th. I don't know with who the July 17th is with, but July 9th is with Lively. We shall see. What does Brian Friedman have in his hat? We don't know. I don't know. The most important thing here is Justin Baldoni, I believe, in my gut and in my heart, did not sexually harass Blake Lively to the extent that she has claimed, and in the way that she has made it out, so that he deserved this kind of wrath and his whole life being ruined. I also do not believe that there was a smear campaign, and she needs to prove all of this in court. So as long as the case goes on and this goes to trial and he goes to trial as a defendant and this goes in front of a jury, he can still come out as victor. This is really just, is he going to continue to be a plaintiff in a case about tortious interference and contracts and this and this and that? And that is a hard thing to do. I don't know what's next for Brian Friedman and for Justin Baldoni in a legal sense. I really don't. There had to have been a reason that they decided not to do this. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know. Because he was just on Megyn Kelly not 2 weeks ago saying that he's amending and he's coming back on. I mean, he was on TMZ Live, I'm just seeing, a couple weeks ago, and he said that the judge left the doors open to amend 4 out of the 7 complaints and that he was planning on doing it. So something changed, something happened. It's disappointing. It does feel deflating. But we just saw, I've just been watching a live trial where we saw left and right things that were frustrating, but we ended up seeing, in my opinion, great justice at the end of the day. So it's a roller coaster of feelings, and you just kind of have to roll with the punches here and hope that he has a really, really strong team of lawyers, because I saw with Karen Reed, she had the best team of lawyers between Bob Alessi, David Yannetti, and Alan Jackson and everyone else. And that's all you can hope, is that does Justin Baldoni have the best team around him? that know what they're doing, and that's the hope. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to the law. So that's all I can tell you from that. We'll see.